Hello, I'm Dr. Fadina. Welcome to Wonderfully Made Incorporated Wellness Corner. There is healthy prescriptions for lifestyle margarine, which will help you avoid schedule overload. Are you dealing with schedule overload? Well, here's some choices here, suggestions to help you. Be mindful of your lifestyle choices, whether it's personal or professional. Schedule overload can be painful reoccurrence of accepting responsibilities that exceed what you can bear, overloaded body limitations, your maxed out thoughts, you're fatigued and emotional, and you feel like you're just being pulled in all different ways. Well, here are some holistic limits that'll help you with this. The four we're going to discuss is physical, performance, emotional, and mental. Get out your pencil and paper and your journal so you can start taking some notes and learn out some things about yourself that you like and things you can change. Physical limits. Your desired goals and visible and measurable relationships to your health limitations. This sometimes you overload. You make requests, or someone makes a request to you, and you decide you're going to do it, or you get into a business or meeting, or you add things onto your schedule that you really did not need to do because you overload. It can cause you to have health problems. You start getting more migraines. Immune system is going down. You're having more flus, more colds. You're not resting. You're not eating right. And you just don't do your fitness activities at all. Does that relate to you in some areas? Which one would you say that you need to work on a little bit more? Take this time out and write it out. No need to get frustrated about it because here are some margins that help you. For your physical margins, start making sure you make your self-choice to get more exercising in, more rest, eating nutrition meals. Remember, 90% of the time and 10% not, or just saying no. Now, as you got that physical limits together, let's work on your performance limits here. As you think about this includes your physical limits and your freedom of choice in relations to holistic limitations. How does this project or performance you can add to your schedule relates to your faith, your feelings, your tolerance level? You got enough tolerance to do this? Your energy level. Did your boss, supervisor give you an additional project that you don't see how you can fit it in? Step back and breathe. Maybe you think you should ask him which project is the most important, the one he already had you on or the one he wants you to do now. Step back. Do you think of any time, maybe recently, that you had a performance limit? Write it down. Which one was it? And yes, exhaustion will come and fatigue will set in when we overload and reach our limits and we add more onto it. That's okay. Don't get frustrated. Here's some margins for you. Time management through realistic scheduling according to your endurance and tolerance level. How do you have to schedule? Do you have too much? And when do you have more energy? Are you more energetic, fervent, compassionate, patient, and loving in the morning or in the afternoon and evening? Then schedule your major events during that time when you have that energy and tolerance level. And your feelings are confidence in what you can do. Which one you say helped you? Put that down in your journal and see how it can help you for the next time, or even go back and look over and see some things you need to change now. Now take this moment out just to breathe. As you think about your accomplishments, you have a solution to that situation. And remember, we are working in progression. We're not perfectionists. We're progressing and changing, working in progress as we progress one step at a time. Now we've got that physical, we've got that performance. Now let's deal with our emotional limits. Carrying unnecessary weight from a personal or professional relationship, taking on other responsibilities. For example, we got all this compassion, concern about what's going on with our family member or a neighbor or a coworker, and we done overextend our mental limitation. We're starting to notice too health issues, breakdown, feeling overwhelmed, leading to migraines, feeling flus and virus, or starting to feel feelings of rejection, animosity, even a little bit hate towards that person. But isn't that person's fault because we added them into our schedule to try to help them? Take this time out now to write down an emotional limit that you noticed you got yourself into. It's okay to admit it, because we're all a work in progress and learning. No need to get over anxious, upset, or frustrated. Here comes some margins to help you. Know what person, place, or thing caused you to have anxiety or feel frustrated and aggravated. Just, just that person that rubbed you the wrong way, leave them alone. Agree to disagree in a situation that's causing you to feel anxiety. Breathe. Before you make any decisions or take on another compassionate project, breathe. And remember, it's always okay to use that positive word, no. What margin are you going to use? Write it down. Now you're feeling a little bit good, more better about yourself. Breathe, get your confidence up. And finally, mental limits. The thought process can cater towards the adverse thoughts. Why? We allow ourselves to think thoughts that override our common sense. We know we have one inside saying, let that go. Don't think that. We still keep focusing on that negative. So then we start having self-guilt, or we initiate negative feelings towards the person or even towards ourselves. And then we start to feel used and not appreciated. Has that happened to you? It's happened to me. It's time out to step back, either write it down or think about that. Stop. What's that thought going on now? Breathe. Breathe through it. And let's take this margarine here. Do a thought examination process to locate where the thought is coming from. Who's to blame? What choice did I make? Is it constructive? Is it something that I've been told years ago that's flashing back? Where is it coming from? Locate the source. Don't overtop realistic boundaries. Know your boundaries, what you can handle and cannot handle. Write down what margin you're going to use. Yes, we all have limits, but there's always a solution to it. So in summary, it's okay to admit we are human and cannot meet the personal or professional expectations of others. At times, we cannot meet our own private expectations. We must develop and maintain our own self-confidence in the area of holistic balance by taking the time out for ourselves, knowing and accepting our physical, mental, and emotional limitations, and finally, knowing when to say no. Remember, we're all a work in progress and in process, and we're not moving for perfectionist. We're moving to grow in God's grace. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let us know how your limitations are going forth in your personal, professional lifestyle, and what margin are you using. See you real soon.